Manawaker Studios Flash Fiction podcast is supported by patrons on Patreon. To find out more or to add your support for as little as $1 a month, visit patreon.com/Manawaker. Welcome to Manawaker Studios Flash Fiction podcast. I'm CB Drogi. This week, The Appointment by Susan Bianculli. Andromeda paused in her work to sit up straight for a moment. Her lower back ached because the ambassador of the planet Felicity's democracy had been in the dentist's chair for the last half hour getting a careful cleaning of his teeth and fillings. Helan opened one purple-irised eye. He asked. She smiled sadly under her face mask. He'd seemed so nice when she'd been doing his intake information. It was a shame about what was going to happen to him. Yes, I am. Thanks for asking, she replied, wiggling on the stool to find a more comfortable position without letting go of the instruments in his mouth. Hello? The dentist is working on a root canal in the other room, she said. It won't be long now, and I'm not quite finished yet anyway. Satisfied, he closed his eyes again. In truth, she was finished, but returned to poking around in his mouth. She was just delaying. She knew Dentist Maycomer was not going to come, because others were coming instead. The Democratists, a new political party on Felicity, had come earlier to the office and bribed Maycomer to allow them to take Helan hostage so their demands could be met back home. As the hygienist, she'd been told that if she wanted to keep her job, she had better keep her mouth shut and allow it to happen. As she was remembering, a hand covered her mouth as different hands took over her tools. She inhaled sharply, and then realized the Democratists were here. "Hello, Ambassador," said a Felicity man beside him. Helan's eyes snapped open. He tried to get up, but hands held him down as the speaker pressed the instruments into the ambassador's mouth. He winced. So did she. "We've been trying to get an appointment to see you for a while now. But your secretary always says you're busy, so we thought we'd try you here." Helan's eyes sought hers, and he grimaced as he saw her being restrained. She absurdly felt grateful to the man who held her. It made her feel less guilty. Helan said. The felicitor smiled grimly. "Talk? Yes. Is now a bad time?" The ambassador clicked his tongue behind his teeth. A laser burst out of one of his fillings, killing the man who stood over him. Having the advantage of surprise, Helan shot all the Democratists in a matter of split seconds. Andromeda screamed as the man holding her dropped to the floor. The ambassador removed the dental equipment from his mouth. "Actually, yes, this is a bad time," he said, rising. Helan looked at her. "Andromeda, cancel the rest of my appointment, please. I would like to come back tomorrow to finish up, and get this filling repaired as well. Can you fit me in?" Andromeda could only nod dumbly as the ambassador stepped with unconcern over the bodies on his way out. This has been The Appointment, written by Susan Bianculli, and first appearing in Mashable. For more information about Manawaker Studios' other projects, including books and games, visit manawaker.com. which is also where you should go to learn more about the authors featured on this podcast or to get details about submitting a story. The Flash Fiction Podcast theme song is by Kevin MacLeod. Manawaker Studios' director of DICE is Ben Baston. I'm CB Drogi. You can follow me on Twitter and Facebook at CBDROEGE. Thanks for listening.